this down a little bit. And hi, you guys. Whew. Just having a hard time trying to get my lights up all the way on my screen. My shades are closed. I don't want to turn it the other way for reasons. So anyway, I hope you can see me okay. I have a light on over here, so that's why I'm sitting over here. I had some things that I was wanting to mention. I was kind of pushed a little bit to speak, and some of the things that happened in my life and what I experienced, from that spiritual side of things. And every so often I put up something that has come to me, or something that I'm seeing or being shown. A couple of weeks ago I put up something about a stilted house and water, and then the storms came in. And then a couple of weeks ago I put something up about we were going through some energy. Let me turn off the air conditioner. Hang on. Okay. I think there. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I was at the park, and I was okay. Quiet. Okay. And I was at the park, and it was a beautiful day. This is like a few weeks ago. And the energy, like the planet energy, the celestial energy, was, as it does quite often, was a time of purging. There's a lot of people purging like negative emotions and letting things come up from within, whether that's, emotional or physical or whatever. And that was happening. I had been seeing for about a week and a half before that mountain with like white cloud coming up off the top. It was very gentle. It wasn't like crazy, like off the wall cloud and stuff, like a volcano type of thing, like blowing on top or something. It wasn't like that. And I'm not trying to put that out there. But I keep seeing that. And at the video I had put up on my Facebook, it wasn't a real long video. For some reason, Mount St. Helen came up to me on that video. So I just looked up St. Helen to see what that was about. She was a saint. And I wrote, put the similage of what she was about. She was very giving and caring, and an empress, I believe. She was married to an emperor or something like that. And because I wasn't, I don't want anything like that happening in a major way. I'm trying to be positive in a way of everything is well and going fine, and everything's moving as it should, and with, like our geographical sites and, across the globe. So I started looking up about the volcanoes and all the different things that are happening around the globe. And, meanwhile, I'm still seeing, these volcanoes that are just like just letting off some steam is what it seemed like. It wasn't anything major, and there's like 2 or 3 of them. And then I've also been seeing, which came together the other day, an area. This area I have been seeing for like I don't know, I think it's going on 6 years, 7 years, something like off and on. I keep being shown this area. You hear the bird? And it's mountains and cliffs, and the mountains come around and they go like this, like it's like a coastline. It looks like, this is what it looks like to me. And there's water. At first I felt like it was like one of the huge lakes, but I don't know, maybe it might be ocean. And the cliffs come down into the beach and water. And I've been seeing this off and on. Well, it came together with these, what I was seeing also was showing in the scene a couple of the volcanoes quietly, letting off some steam. So I don't know if that's in the Ring of Fire, if it's Hawaii. It feels like it's north. It's either another country, or I was getting like northwest again. It looked like somewhere north on the coast. Maybe Canada, maybe. I'm used to, like, I know what it looks like up there on the northwest. The east west, the east northeast. Way up there I'm not real familiar with, but I know there's a lot of trees and all that, like the way northeast, so I wasn't sure. Plus, when I see the water, it's always coming in from my left side, which to me is west. This is west for me when I see something. Although, is it turned around? Well, I was feeling that way too when I was in meditation. I kept feeling like a pull that went like this way to me. It wasn't straight north, but it was like just a little west. Straight north, it was a little to the west, like northwest. So when I was looking up all these volcanoes, and there's a lot going on. Let me see if this is on, right? Yeah, okay. And there's a lot of them that are going off, and thankfully a lot of them are in places where there aren't, they're not a lot or any people. So, and the way I've been seeing it for this past few years is Gaia, Earth, is trying to let, I think she's trying to be as gentle as she can with the releasing, and this change in our energy and this higher frequency is affecting her and the poles, and the shifting of everything and of the poles and energy, which is also within us too. Everything that is on her is all energy and is all raising in frequency. And we're going through changes too within our own body, just as Earth. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back.